and I'm happy and proud to associate with you and your leadership. Thank you.
All right, top of the morning to you. Welcome to Papers Review right here on 32 FM 94.9, your laughter station. My name is OLORUNTOBA YUSUF. Happy Easter to everyone celebrating. Today we'll be taking you through the latest stories across the dailies this morning. We've got The Guardian, The Punch, The Tribune, The Vanguard newspapers with us. Let's take a look at The Punch newspaper first of all. 2027 elections, political storm brews over PVC revalidation exercise. It has the riders. Opposition parties want INEC to cancel planned PVC revalidation. APC PDP obedient flag disenfranchisement. Say rural voters at risk. INEC ask resident electoral commissioners to suspend preparations amid backlash. Front page of The Punch today. Talks intensify as Bauchi governor delays ADC defection. Obedience mobilized to occupy INEC protest. Tinubu okays 3.3 trillion power debt bailout. Lagos pastor wife nabbed with illicit drugs. Oyo 2027, Makinde moves to name successor. That's on the front page of The Punch. Just beside the masthead, 2027, Atiku hires U.S. lobbying firm for $1.2 million, says report. Federal government hikes 2026 borrowing plan by 11 trillion naira. Easter attacks, bandits kill 16% in Benue, Katsina and Kaduna. ADC, no secret deals with factional chairman. Front page of The Punch today. Let's go to the Vanguard newspaper this morning. 2027, Tinubu's ex-ministers face tough battles in states. Nigeria devolving into a one-party state, says Makinde. That's on the front page of the Vanguard today. Insecurity, Delta Cross River evacuate students from Uni-Jos. Unsold goods push companies to offer credit deals worth 810 billion naira. Digitization, we no longer accept paper documents across MDAs. That's according to the head of service of the Federation. Front page of the Vanguard today. 2027, no opposition party will control Kano, Nigeria, says Governor Yusuf. Epileptic power supply, Tinubu approves 3.3 trillion to restore reliable electricity. Easter tragedy, herders, bandits kill 16 in Benue and Kaduna. And finally, from the Vanguard today, Easter, Nigeria will rise if leaders act now, says Khan. Front page of the Vanguard today. Let's go to the Tribune newspaper this morning. Right, front page of the Tribune. Power sector debt, Tinubu approves 3.3 trillion to tackle electricity crisis. Nigeria's banking market to hit $16 billion by 2023 on 7% growth. That's according to special reports there. INEC directs Rex to suspend plans on voter revalidation exercise. At 70, this is my story as a covenant child. That's former governor of Ogun State, Benga Daniel, on the front page of the Tribune today. Army rescues 31 abducted worshippers in Kaduna. Bandits kill 7. Suspected armed herders kill 9 in Benue. NDLA uncovers cocaine in palm kernel oil cans. Arrest kingpin in Lagos hideout. And finally, from the Tribune today, irregular bedtime could harm your heart, brain. That's according to a warning by doctors. Front page of the Tribune today. Right, let's go to the Guardian newspaper now. Front page of the Guardian newspaper. Bloody Easter in Benue, Kaduna, despite Tinubu's pledges. INEC suspends voter revalidation exercise amid timing and other concerns. Tinubu approves the 3.3 trillion power sector debt settlement to end grid crisis. The state evacuates 735 students from Uni-Jos over insecurity. Mark declares ADC unshaken, dismisses resignation rumor. Article warns of healthcare shut down as resident doctors begin strike. Police foil Boko Haram ISWAP attacks on Borno communities, bury officers. At Easter, clerics urge forgiveness, lament pain, worsening insecurity. Middle East crisis destroying global economy. That's according to the IMF. And finally, structural challenges, mounting welfare pressure mark first quarter gains this year. That's according to the CPPE front page of the Guardian this morning. All right, let's go to the Daily Post now. Out of school children concerns as millions of children face bleak future in northern Nigeria. I'm not afraid. I will never be intimidated. Shewa Kimberley fires back at Nyesom Wike. That's also coming from the Daily Post today. Mahdi Shehu takes swipe at Tinubu following INEC voter revalidation suspension. Former Jigawa Central Senator Nakudu joined APC. ADC clerks on David Mark resigning as national chairman. Come to our party, NDC woos Bauchi Governor Bala Muhammad. INEC deregistration, professional party of jumpers, blame yourselves, a mockery hit ADC. That's on the front page of the Daily Post today. On the business side, 𝐃𝐈𝐒𝐂𝐋𝐀𝐈𝐒 as Tinubu approves 3.3 trillion naira to clear legacy debt. Nigerian government disburses 9 billion to 2 firms for mini-grid deployment in 4 states. Federal government moves to strengthen cyber security as NDPC reviews data protection compliance. Front page of the Daily Post today. Easter Nigerians must stand together to fight insecurity. That's according to the APC chairman, Yowada. LASMA deploys more personnel, warns against reckless driving across Lagos. On the sports side, all 4 semi-final teams confirmed. That's Chelsea, Leeds United, Manchester City and Southampton. Governor Alia condemns attack on Benue community. Front page of the Daily Post today. Court is arrested for attempted murder of female student in Edo. Tears as 6 lane traders in a Wode Oniri market clash laid to rest in Lagos. Police nab man for selling motor vehicle in Ekiti. That's coming from the Daily Post today. Right, let's go to the Nation newspaper now. Tinubu okay's 3.3 trillion power sector debt settlement plan. Declare Bayelsa seat vacant, Abga tells Senate. Tinubu North governors, others condole with Jega over wife's death. Operation Safe Corridor meant to curb terrorist recruitment, says DHQ. Lasema blames fire incident on electrical surge. Pope seeks end to war in Middle East as Easter celebration picks up across the world. ADC crisis self-inflicted, says Senator Elisha Abbo. Senate moves to reboot agricultural colleges across the country. APC Chief Tina Mole declares for Ondo Assembly seat. APC aspirant trained 26 youth in Ondo. APC stalwart hails party strategic growth for sustained unity. That's also coming from the Nation newspaper today. Expert one on succession risk facing businesses across the country. All right, quickly before we take our first commercial break of the morning, let's take a look at the Daily Trust newspaper this morning. INEC suspends voter revalidation amid rising concerns. Funding without flow, water crisis deepens across state government in the country. 10 years after Kwakonsia mega city unoccupied. That's on the front page of the Daily Trust as well. All right, let's take our first commercial break of the morning. When we get back, we'll be joining our analysts to help us break down the stories across the dailies today. Do stay with us.
Give it up for my DJ.
The hits are here.
32 FM 94.9.
Láti ọdún 1960 ni a ti ń kọ́lé. Tayọ àwọn ilé ẹ̀kọ́, a kọ́ àwùjọ, iṣẹ́ ọpọlọ àti ìdàgbàsókè orílẹ̀-èdè. Tayọ àwọn ilé ìwòsàn, a kọ́ àwọn agbègbè tó ní àlàáfíà tó sì dá múṣẹ́múṣẹ́. Tayọ àwọn ibùdó ìdárayá, a kọ́ ìnífẹ̀ẹ́sí àti ìmúlòkùkúdùn orílẹ̀-èdè. Pẹ̀lú àjọṣepọ̀ àwa àti yín, a ṣe àgbékalẹ̀ àwọn ìpìlẹ̀ àná àti òní. Pẹ̀lú àgbájọ ọwọ́, ó dájú pé a ó ṣe àgbékalẹ̀ àwọn ohun tó kàn. Lafarge ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ Washing àtayọ ilé kíkọ́ nìkan.
Ẹ̀yin fans mi.
It's okay.
Ẹ lọ sórí gbogbo ìkànnì ìbánidọ́rẹ̀ẹ́ ní 32FM 949 fẹ̀yìn ẹ̀ àsáàpù.
It's okay.
Win from over 80 million naira in cash and exciting prizes in the Golden Hunt promo.
This promo, there's no need for advert anymore.
Because
my mom alone can hunt down any gist. How much more 80 million naira in prizes with the whole family involved?
Naija, let the Golden Hunt begin. Just buy any Golden Morn Golden Hunt 30 gram or 45 gram promo pack. Look inside for a unique code and dial *8011*1# for a chance to win big. Promo ends April 15, 2026. Golden Morn. Make every day golden.
Ṣó ti ṣetán láti jẹ ìfà? Gbádùn oúnjẹ rẹ pẹ̀lú Coca-Cola tó wọ̀nyí tó tún tutù dọ́kàn. Láti fi ẹgbẹ̀ta mílíọ̀nù náírà ṣèfà jẹ, èèyàn méjì ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ló ń di ọlọ́lá lójoojúmọ́ pẹ̀lú ẹ̀bùn 50 mílíọ̀nù náírà lọ́sọ̀ọ̀sẹ̀. Láti jẹ tàbí kópa nínú ìfà rẹpẹtẹ yìí, ra Coke, Fanta, Sprite tàbí Schweppes onígò tàbí oníke. Ṣe àyẹ̀wò QR code tó wà lórí ìgò tàbí ara ike Coca-Cola náà kí o sì tẹ kóòdù tó gbé jáde. Àǹfààní ńlá rèé láti di ọlọ́lá tó ń jẹ ìfà tí ìfà náà ò sì ní ìpalára. Ra Coca-Cola, yẹ kóòdù ara rẹ̀ wò kó jẹ́ ìfà rẹpẹtẹ. Ìlànà àtàdéhùn wà o.
and they stay there.
All we do is win, 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 and win on the Call and Win game show.
Mondays through Fridays from 2 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Insert Chop My Money song by The Square.
Are you ready to step into the spotlight? Welcome to TNM Media Academy, celebrating 7 years of raising media stars. In just 13 weeks, get professional training in broadcasting, jingle and documentary production, public speaking and event anchoring, digital content creation, and so much more. To celebrate the 7th anniversary, school fees is now 77,000 naira instead of the previous 105,000 naira. Offer ends 17th April. Hurry now. Obtain your form today for just 7,000 naira. TNM also offers national diploma in mass communication with 5 O-level credits and 100 marks in UTME. Visit us beside Everyday Kitchen, Elele Junction, Ibadan. Call 081 22 22 1749 or 090 79 00 26 36.
Now the smart cash way they know they chat shishi. No be cha-cha-cha, now 𝐿 smart cash. Steady on my lane, every payment seamless. No hidden charges, everything transparent. Star 939 hash, oh yeah, clock it. No be cha-cha-cha, I'm on a zero charges. I'm on a zero charge.
Zero charge if you testify. No be cha-cha-cha.
Every transfer smooth, no extra bidding, no shade.
No be cha-cha-cha.
Smart cash, that the way evidence stay, oh shade.
No be cha-cha-cha.
No be cha-cha-cha. No be cha-cha-cha.
Happy people.
Grab somebody sexy, tell them.
Happy music. Happy vibes. 32 FM 949.
Welcome back, Papers Review on 32FM 94.9. It's time for us to analyze the stories across the dailies this morning. We have Barrister Yomi Ogunola joining us virtually to help us make sense of the headlines today. Barrister, good to have you. Good morning, sir.
Yes, good to be with you, Toba. Except that I never see the chicken.
It's on its way, you know. It's on its way. You know, the crisis in the Middle East has the Strait of Hormuz is blocked, so the chicken is somewhere lost. It's lost somewhere there. Well, anyway, let's start. Yeah, same to you, sir. Same to you. Right, let's start off on the political side of things with opposition parties, civil society organizations raising concerns about the planned revalidation exercise, by the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC. That's revalidation of voters across the country. They're saying that it could disenfranchise the electorate and damage public trust. So the ADC spokesman pointed out that rural dwellers may be disenfranchised, citing challenges of access and awareness in remote communities. A former INEC official also said that INEC has a legal authority to conduct revalidation, but cautioned that the timing of the exercise raises concern ahead of elections. Now, INEC had actually announced plans to commence what it described as a nationwide voter revalidation exercise starting from the 13th of May to the 13th of April, I should say, to the 29th of May. They say it's aimed at improving the process and also removing those who are ineligible from the voter register and strengthening the integrity of the country's electoral process. So the commission said that the exercise will target removal of null and void ineligible voters, such as those who are deceased, those who are not citizens of the country, those who are underage, those who have done multiple registration, and all of that. So they said that the exercise is not a fresh registration, but specifically for voters who had registered between 2011 and 2024. They said this exercise is part of the Commission's effort to revise, update, clean, and strengthen the voter register to ensure integrity, accuracy, and credibility of the election. Although INEC had announced the suspension of this exercise based on the backlash it got. I mean, what's wrong exactly with trying to update your record to ensure that those who are not citizens, those who have passed away, are deleted from the system? Why do you think this has generated so much noise, especially from the opposition?
Thank you very much, Toba. How can permanent be invalid? So, what are they revalidating? I don't understand though.
They said those who have passed away, those who did double registration, those who are no longer eligible.
The polling booth now. I mean, don't they have their database?
Right.
And is there no synergy between them and the other institutions of state that maintain data to show those who have died? I don't know what is happening in this country. Is what is good for the goose no longer good for the gander? Because in 2015 and 2019, and also 2023, those voters, underage voters, people from Niger and other Sahel countries were allowed to register and vote to bring in the APC government. So, why is it becoming wrong now? They are afraid. 31 governors.
Maybe they want to clean up the register now, to remove those non-citizens, remove those underage, and all of that.
You see, you don't run countries like this. Personal interests should never override national interest. Somebody is thinking now, we use this against them. Let them not come and use it against me. That is the way I see it.
Right.
What is permanent is valid. Those who are dead people don't vote. We will sort that out. Not this election period. If they wanted to do that, they ought to have done it long before now. Not now that we are so close to the election. We are in April.
Yes, we are.
The election is in January.
Yes.
I beg, let them not bring that. If they bring that, they want to cause katakata in the system. What is permanent is valid. A permanent voter's card is valid. Anybody who is dead will not come to the polling booth because they have their fingerprints now, don't they?
Yeah. Ideally, they are supposed to. Yeah. Anyway, away from that, still within the realm of politics. Now, the ex-vice president, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, has reportedly hired a US-based lobbying firm known as Von Banten Motag to strengthen his reputational standing in the United States. Now, details of the deal are contained in a document filed with the U.S. Department of Justice, which show that the agreement was signed between the 9th and 10th of March this year by the firm's managing partner, a Nigerian politician, Fabi Oladimeji, on behalf of the former vice president. And according to the filing cited on the website of the Department of Justice, the contract is aimed at shaping perception about Atiku within U.S. Policy circles and also countering narrative linked to the Nigerian government. Now, one of the objectives of the engagement is to counterbalance, according to them, the Nigerian government's lobbying narrative in the United States, while also working to advance, quote and unquote, understanding of Atiku's leadership posture and policy vision among policymakers. Now, under this arrangement, the company, that's a lobbying firm now, is expected to facilitate meetings between the former vice president and U.S. government officials, including members of Congress, as well as provide advisory services on policy positioning and engagement strategy. I mean, it looks like lobbying firms, this is a season for them to actually cash out, Barrister, because, there are those who are reacting to this saying that, as a former vice president of the country, you want to, you have ambition to be president of this country, that why do we have this kind of obsession with approval from, foreign countries, international community, and why spend so much, $1.something million so that it can whitewash your image and boost your perception within U.S. circles? Yes.
Toba, Nigerians should be crying. I'm telling you, Nigerians should be crying. Look at what is back home. Hunger everywhere. And these people are going to America to go and seek for credibility, legitimacy, and acceptance when they are not accepted in their home countries. The president spent, I think, $90 million for the same purpose, and this one now is going again with this money. Can you imagine this colonial mentality? When are we going to be free from it? For God's holy sake. What has America got to do with our elections here? Why didn't they go to Canada? Are they not going to go to France too? So that we could know that those who are going to vote for them are foreigners living in foreign countries and not Nigerians. It is a bloody waste of our money.
But there's also another argument that, lobbying is part of what happens within government circles, even in the so-called advanced democracies. We see these lobbying firms trying to make sure that what their clients are pushing for, maybe it's a bill, maybe it's a policy of the government, that it sees the light of the day. That there's nothing wrong with lobbying as long as your goals and objectives are achieved. For instance, when the Nigerian government reportedly paid the lobbying firm, they wanted to counter the narrative of Christian genocide in Nigeria. And for Atiku Abubakar too, as a private citizen, I'm getting somewhere. and for
the ones that
yes.
were killed in Plateau, are they not Christians? The ones that have now been killed in Kwara, Benue, and Kaduna, they went into churches and killed them. So what has that money spent on lobbying done? The Americans are blind, Abi. They cannot see what is happening here. Look, let us come back home and fix our house.
Yeah.
Credibility,
yes,
legitimacy, and acceptance must start from home. Charity must start from home. Nigerians are too hungry for these people to be throwing our hard-earned money away. They are throwing it away as far as I am concerned. I'm telling you.
Yeah, and there's also another angle to it from the Atiku side that, he's a private citizen. He wants to run for office. He has a right to protect his image, his reputation as much as possible. As they say, guard your reputation as if your life depends on it. And there are those who also say that, this means Atiku has no plan whatsoever, because you don't spend over $1 million just to step down for another candidate in the election. That means that he's fully all in this race for the presidency in 2027.
He wants to go and whitewash his image. What do Nigerians think of him? Nigerians see him as an accotulator, somebody who will sell Nigeria if he is made president. Is that not the way Nigerians see him? So even if he is going to pay a lobbying group, should he not be in Nigeria to try and clean all that we have against him? Obasanjo said what he stole, 400 generations after him will continue to spend the money.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Is he not supposed to whitewash that one? Yeah. You know, we must start thinking of Africa as an independent continent capable of, resolving its own crisis. The other time, it was Chatham House that they were all going to campaign.
Yes.
For an election to hold in Nigeria. What kind of rubbish is this? What kind of rubbish?
Okay, let's leave.
People are hungry. People are dying, and you are throwing money that is necessary to take care of the home base. You are throwing it abroad. No, me, I don't support it. Whatever it is that they want to get from, I know that charity must begin from home.
Yeah. Okay, let's leave that one and go to something that also went viral on social media. I remember, I don't know if you caught the media chat of the FCT minister Nyesom Wike, where he said that he was watching Shimon Okibaloye on television, and then he was talking about opposition being weakened in the country, that we're headed to a one-party state. And let me quote what Wike said, that he felt like entering the television and shooting Shimon while on set. And then Shimon Okibaloye has reacted to it, saying he will not be intimidated. And there are those who took Wike's message, saying that this also shows aspect of media intimidation in the country, especially when you see, I think it was Alex Oti recently, where a journalist was asking a question that should give him metrics, showing figures of how his policies has directly impacted the lives of people in Abia State. We saw how he shut him down. I think I also remember Femi Fani-Kayode as well, when a journalist, although I think he apologized after that, when a journalist asked him, who's bankrolling this your trip. So, I mean, how do you see this? Because there are those who say this speaks to the extent to which journalists are looked down on, are being intimidated simply because they are doing their job in the first place.
That statement, credited to Nyesom Wike, was a very reckless statement. I know he may not have meant it, but it was a very reckless statement, most unbecoming of a person occupying such a position of state. You see, I think it is time that those who aspire to public offices be made to undergo thorough tutelage, on the do's and don'ts of a public officer. This same Wike has been on Sheun's program, lampooning opposition parties. So, why should the reverse now be such a concern that he thinks the TV station ought not to have aired it? Is what is good for the goose no longer good for the gander? It's not the way it should be. And that's why many of us are so concerned that there are many people parading the corridors of power who have no business in there. They would have been better as Agbirus or cultists, so that they operate at least outside government circle, not within government sphere. There's a level of decency that is expected of a public office holder.
Let's take this break, Barrister. Please hold our thoughts. Let's take this break. Let's take this break. We're back in a moment on Papers Review. To stay with us.
Powered by joy.
Got that right.
Powered by laughter. Woo-hoo! We are 32 FM 94.9 Ibadan.
Oh yeah. There is nothing quite like iPhone. Switch to the most powerful iPhone ever. iPhone 17 Pro. Brilliant 6.3-inch display, aluminum unibody design, A19 Pro chip, 48MP Pro Fusion camera system, and breakthrough battery life. It's easy to move from Android to iPhone. Simply download the Move to iOS app to transfer contacts, photos, WhatsApp messages, and more. Get iPhone 17 Pro today from authorized Apple resellers nationwide or visit apple.com/ng/buy.
Now the smart cash way they know they chat shishi. No be cha cha cha. Now 𝐿 smart cash. Steady on my lane, every payment seamless. No hidden charges, everything transparent. Star 939 hash. Oh yeah, clock it. No be cha cha cha. I'm on a zero charges. I'm on a zero charge.
Zero charge if you testify. No be cho.
Every transfer smooth, no extra billing, no shit.
No be cho.
Smart cash, that the way everything stay, oh shit.
No be cho.
No be cho. No be cho.
Láti ọdún 1960 ni a ti ń kọ́lé ṣùgbọ́n tayọ àwọn ọ̀nà àti afárá a kó àwọn èròǹgbà láti sopọ̀ ní ìletò gbogbo jákèjádò.
èèyàn mi èdè wa tilẹ̀ yàtọ̀ ìrẹsì jọ̀lọ́ọ̀fù so wá pọ̀.
tayọ àwọn ibùgbé a kó ìbáṣepọ̀ láàrin àwọn ẹbí ọ̀rẹ́ àti ará.
ìyá mi ìyá àgbà àti bàbá àgbà ti dé o.
pẹ̀lú àjọṣepọ̀ àwa àti yín a ṣe àgbékalẹ̀ àwọn ìpìlẹ̀ àná àti òní pẹ̀lú àgbájọ ọwọ́ ó dájú pé a ó ṣe àgbékalẹ̀ àwọn ohun tó kàn. Lafarge ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ washing àtayọ ilé kíkọ́ nìkan.
kò bá jẹ́ 24, 29 tàbí 32 ṣáà ti fẹ̀yìn ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú wa lórí gbogbo ìkànnì ìbánidọ́rẹ̀ẹ́ kàn tẹ 32FM949 fẹ̀yìn ẹ̀.
The iPhone you want at an incredible price. iPhone 16 featuring camera control, 48MP Fusion camera, 5 vibrant colors, and the A18 chip. It's built to withstand everyday wear and tear and to resist spills and splashes. Get iPhone 16 today from authorized Apple resellers nationwide or visit apple.com/ng/buy.
Happiness is a choice that we want you to make always. Choose to be happy. Choose 32FM 94.9 Ibadan.
FM 94.9 Papers Review right here on your laughter station. Remember, you can watch us live on Facebook, 32FM 949 Fenye. We're taking a look at the stories across the dailies this morning. We have Baisa Miogunola as our analyst. Remember, you can also call 0705 5000 949, 009 7000 949, or 0906 2000 949. Facebook 32FM 949. Barrister, before we went on that, okay, let me take this call. Hello.
Yes.
All right. Hello. Please hold that thought, Barrister. Hello. Hello. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Sir,
yes.
How are you doing?
Very well. Good morning.
Barrister, good morning. This is okay. Barrister, I love listening to you and I laugh a lot. First, Barrister, lobby, I think, is actually part of. In fact, we remember an accusation they had over this present American president and his Russian connection. So I think it's actually allowed. But the question is, like you rightly said, why should you go and make yourself clean, whereas inside the house there is the way we are looking at you? I actually, like you said, charity should begin at home. And also, there is also something we need to look at too, Toba. All these issues, let's look at what the president did in Jos and his strike. If it had been the opposition, they would say they were trying to demarket the nation. He told them that there was no light. If it had actually been an opposition, they would have said it was the president not demarketing Nigeria. These are actually questions we should ask ourselves. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you. Good morning. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Oladipo from Shukari area of Ibadan.
Go ahead, sir.
I think the barrister said a lot about Atiku. Probably he wants to go to the United States to redeem his image because of you and I and the barrister too. Because I think maybe his name has been more or less put in the mud. Because I could remember when some people were saying he's the owner of the Mikano. And I had to go to Google. I found that it was not Atiku. Then I don't know why people are so much relying on what Baba Fasojo wrote about Atiku in his book. And they are saying that Atiku sold the properties of Nigeria. And I remember some times ago, it was Obasanjo, Buhari, and Agloye that went to United States court to attend, the court for certain probably something about this privatization. And I remember when Flano came out that when Atiku was the vice president, Obasanjo packed him, did not allow him to do a statutory work as regards, as vice presidential president then. So I believe the names of Atiku has been put into the mud. I don't blame him.
Okay.
Since he's not spending the government money, he has left government for the past 17 years, and he's a businessman.
Okay.
He went to court he took Tinubu to court by using his own name. His own money. So he could do that.
Okay.
Yes, he has something for Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Hello.
You're welcome, sir.
Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Oh, we lost that one. Okay, Barrister, you wanted to make a point regarding what you were saying earlier before this call started coming in.
Yes.
Yes.
I said for anybody who occupies public office, we expect decency, we expect decorum, we expect responsibility. Like my brother said, how can you go and visit victims of such a calamity that we experienced in Jos, and you ask them to travel 40 kilometers to come and meet you at the airport? Who is coming to greet who then? So these public officers, I don't know what is happening to us. But let me quickly react to the last caller.
Yes.
You see why I am angry with people like Atiku. That money that went to America should have been paid to somebody like you and others like you to sell the real Atiku.
Yeah.
And say, no, look at what they're saying about him. It's not good, though. It's not true. That money would have been in Nigeria. And it would be wrong to say that he is a businessman spending his money. Do you know the strain that he is putting on our dollar reserves? Because he has to buy our dollars that should be used in buying better things to aid the growth and development of Nigeria. So in a way, he is also affecting the economy.
Yeah, please hold that thought,
Barrister. Because he
Barrister.
doesn't manufacture dollars in his house.
Yes. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
This from you, right?
Welcome.
Whoever is close to me. That's why in 2023, I always say, this any 100 times, if I'm saying Bola Tinubu, Atiku Abubakar, Peter Obi, in any election, I will still go 100 times for Peter Obi. I always say, it's not that Peter Obi, it's not as if he's I don't know anything about Tinubu, he may be a bad person too. But look at how Tinubu spent dollar to package image. The same thing as there is no difference between the two analog people. That's why. Unless if I see maybe a different name, contesting with them, maybe a fashioner, additional, 𝐂𝐐𝐏, Donadu, different Nigerians. That is not where I'm going. Finally, my brother, on the 𝐃𝐈𝐒𝐄𝐑 attack, if Nigerian people are so docile to have mobilized mass action to protest against Tinubu, to fight that man, but then to shoot the man, that 𝐃𝐈𝐒𝐄𝐑 will drag the man to the international community and Nigeria government. Because that man 𝐶EHU is no longer safe. 𝐶EHU is no longer safe in the hand of APC-led Tinubu government. It's no, don't just say that it doesn't mean it. It's what we do. We should drag that man, Nigeria government, to the international community.
Right.
𝐶EHU is no longer safe.
Right. Thank you.
The best of today.
You too, sir. Hello. Hello, good morning.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Again.
Oh,
in actual
okay.
fact, I don't know. Let me say something. I don't know Atiku from anywhere.
Okay.
To be frank, but I like, because maybe I was a victim of people telling lies against me because of my resourcefulness. So I always like to find the truth. So when people are saying Atiku was the owner of Kano, and that's why he was the one that spread all this generator to help me. I googled it, and I realized that Kano was owned by Lebanese, and I was telling my people So there's no, you know, they're using them as something. And just last year, Baba Tinubu gave some company debate as regard tax. And Nikana was among the companies. And I was telling my people here that if we look at how Tinubu, Atiku took Tinubu to court, what he had gone against Tinubu, he would have having that guts to give Nikano debate at that tax. And look at this man, when he was to contest 2018, he was talking about NFPC, that it should be privatized.
Yes.
And people are saying, yeah, this man want to tell all the Nigeria to the cronies, he wants to sell Nigeria. And now look at that government now. They don't have anything to do about this.
Right.
About this
Thank you. Thank you.
And
Thank you, sir.
So let's face the fact.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Good morning.
Hello, morning.
This Prince Bumiati calling from Afasa. I greet the brilliant analyst.
Yeah, go ahead.
You see, after the colonial masters, we are still colonizing ourselves. I call it neo colonization, whereby we cannot do anything on our own.
Hello. Please call back if you can. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
I'm Joseph.
Go ahead,
like the controller who said that man is not sick. Well, if he's not sick, that means he will be responsible for it. You don't make such a thing. You know, you can condemn it, not that it's not sick. And you, the anchor, you stop him from saying such a thing. You know, there can be disagreement, like the lawyer said he might not make it. You know, but you don't say somebody is not sick. If he's not sick, that means you are responsible. So please, let's be cautious. You know, thank you.
All right, thank you. Hello.
Good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning. Hello.
Good morning. Good morning. I can hear you.
Sorry to you.
Yes.
I'm my name as well as Uncle Man, our public affairs analyst.
Yes.
Partition activist. I need to go to my name. You see, what are we saying? We are all after power. You earlier mentioned almost 3 states where periodically killings took place. And nobody even made mention, except our analysts in that particular platform. What are we saying? Political activities running in our blood. Killing is not our concern. And this particular killing is under politics. That's why I said it is political killing. And we see it as something that is normal. We see it as, yes, now, you're normal now. It's a bad language. When something that is not normal, because to achieve your purpose, to achieve your selfish mind, is normal now. It's a bad statement to say earlier. And I have to commend our public affairs analyst in that platform for being saying something that is national. Don't personalize it. I don't know how he pronounce that particular statement. As a matter of fact, that is why we are building personality. We are not building institution. Not until we build institution, it will work against personality. But in the country we are, it is personality. That is why it is killing our institution. My name is YUSUF from a personal opinion perspective. Good morning, sir. Good morning, man.
All right, good morning. Thank you so much. Thank you. Barrister, I wanted to make a point before that call came in.
Yes.
Yes.
You see, there is a rumor that is going round that our brothers in the Sahel region, particularly Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger, are not happy with Nigeria. Why? Because they feel the African revolution is being thwarted by the Tinubu administration. After they drove America and the French out, Tinubu accepted them with both, hands. And you can see, going to lobby in America to shop for credibility, legitimacy, and acceptance. And today, American boots are on our soil, and our brothers are not happy. Could this be responsible for the escalation of violence in the land? Because one of the ministers, in fact, alluded to it, that those who were troubling the peace of Nigeria were coming from outside Nigeria. So could it be because of this colonial mentality that does not accord with the new thinking in Africa is why they are using this to unsettle our land. We have to be very careful.
Right.
Africa must be free.
Yeah, let's take this.
The only way we can be free is not by playing second fiddle to France and America.
Hello, good morning. Hello? Hello, good morning. Hello, can you hear me? Hello, good morning. All right, 0705 5949, 009 7949. Hello.
Hello, good morning, Kenny.
Good morning. This is Toba. This is Toba, not Kenny. Yes.
This is Gamari calling from Apata. Happy Easter Monday. Now, the thing is, I think I'm not going to toe the line of Professor, like what he said concerning Atiku. Atiku hiring a foreign lawyer to stand in for him. Of course, he has his money. Likewise, myself, if I'm having an issue of such, if I have my money, I don't believe in the lawyer that I have around me in Nigeria. I can hire foreign lawyers. It is money. He has what it takes to hire them. It lives in them. So he who has the money can do whatever he likes to do with his money. And secondly, on the issue of those guys, those journalists that are with with YUSUF, I think YUSUF was having what's the name of the program?
Media chat. It was a media chat.
He has turned the media chat to media threatening. Why will you be threatening King? And those journalists that are with YUSUF, they are not being fair enough. They are expecting them to take a walk while he was trying to lambast their colleagues. It's not done anywhere. Or I should have expected one of them to stand firm and tell YUSUF to retract that statement. But none of them said such. It is not too good on those. So it's not too good.
Thank you.
Lastly, let YUSUF be sanctioned. Let's be sanctioned about that statement. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Hello. Hello. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
My name is Harry from Ghana.
Go ahead.
Please, I want to call your attention to certain things. Why is it that some people are using this your platform for campaign? When one person is calling, condemning Atiku, condemning Tinubu, propagating the unnecessary image of Peter Obi, what can Peter Obi do better? He has opportunity for 80 years in Anambra. He didn't turn that state to an Eldorado. And he was telling Nigeria that he can use 4 years to turn him around. And some people have put that who believe he's such a character. And one person is calling, not the image of such a character. Thank you.
Okay, sir. So let me just address that because let's not say some people are daft. People are okay. All right, go ahead, Barrister. Go ahead.
My brother who just called is as guilty as those.
I mean, he's doing the same thing. So
it is obvious that he is also speaking on behalf of one of the political parties.
Yes.
Even though he did not expressly say
and that's what
we can read through the lines.
That's what I was about to say. Like it's okay. Yes, it's okay to support anybody, right? And that's the beauty of democracy. You know, you can support who you want, you can air your opinion as much as you like. But let's not say some people are daft, right? That's one of the issues I also wanted to address, you know, because in politics you make your choice at the end of the day as a citizen. Hello.
Hello, sorry, Toba.
Yes.
Please, this is okay. Nigerians are not really suffering. I stand to be corrected because if we are, how come we are smiling as if everything is okay? I begin. Sometimes some of us will call in and be praising what is actually something that is not right. If we are really suffering, Barrister, we will all come out and say no, we no longer accept it. But we feel as if everything is okay. So probably anybody seeing it and hearing it from outside will believe we are okay. So I don't think we are suffering. Good morning.
All right, good morning. 0705 5949 0809 7949. And we're entering the season of politics, so we expect that some of these exchanges will continue to happen. You know, with people calling in to support one candidate to oppose the other. So it's natural. Something. Hello, please hold that, Barrister. Hello, good morning.
What I'm saying in essence is
you're calling back.
Make Nigeria a worthwhile. This is from
okay, all right.
We cannot hide the truth. Let our leaders do the needful in Nigeria.
Right.
Enough of traveling abroad for medical help. Let them make Nigeria where they govern a beautiful country. That's my submission. We must not be under slavery anymore. That's my submission. Good morning.
Right. Good morning. Thank you. Yeah, Barrister, I wanted to make a point, sir.
Yes. It is necessary to say this and make it very clear that democracy as a system of government encourages diverse opinions.
Yes.
People are entitled to hold their own opinions. And I tell you, as a lawyer, I will fight to the death, to protect that right of Nigerians to hold their opinions.
Yes.
Although I do agree that people have to be responsible, with what they say.
Yes.
And mind the language too. I do agree with that.
Certainly.
But they do have the right.
Yes.
To express their opinion.
Yes.
That's what this program is all about anyway.
Definitely. Thank you, Barrister. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, Mr. Joseph. I think this is Mr. Joseph, right?
How are you?
Yes.
I
know your voice.
With
Okay.
the pastor about the lawyer about the Sahel. All Africa, they are attached to all these advanced countries. This Sahel we are talking, they are attached to Russia and China. They are only changing from one slave master to another. The man Traore that we are praising, he went and visited the Russian man for backing. So because we only believe they are doing, and as a military, we should not be praising them. It's a military government, everything military. You cannot compare. If all this, the Traore is doing, has happened in Nigeria. Young people like him, like Gowon, when they were 30s, 20s, have ruled us. Where did you end? Thank you.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you. I mean, that's an interesting point, Barrister, because at the end of it, if you look at these countries, it looks like they are just changing from one master to the other. Hello. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, I'm Temitayo from Apata.
Go ahead, sir.
Yes. As regards, you see, criticizing. It's good to criticize. However, when you criticize with objectivity. For one, I have not been voting for a long time. However, the opposition that we have now, they keep criticizing. But what is the objectivity in their criticism? Nothing. I have not seen any one of them, Atiku, Obi, or whichever of them, coming to tell us something concrete they can do for us. All they do when the government does something wrong or does something right, they come out to criticize. We need objective criticism from these people for them to be able to convince us. Have a good day.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much. Barrister, as we wrap up, I just wanted to get your take on what the caller before this one said about we can't really say the Sahel region, trying to, break the shackles of external influence, that they're just moving from one external influence to another. They are moving from France and pandering towards China and Russia, that there's nothing new they are doing that we haven't even done before in this country, Nigeria. As we wrap up,
Russia did not colonize anywhere in Africa. They have been strategic partners to Africa. If we are trying to break the shackles of colonialism, neocolonialism, then we go to somebody who shares our pains. Russia, in my view, I may be wrong, is not working to the detriment of Africa. Look at BRICS. Russia is one of the countries that started BRICS. And do you know what BRICS is for? To break us free from the shacklehold of the dollar regime.
But Barrister, you also know that there are concerns about China, especially the loans, the infrastructure they are building. In fact, there was this railway service they built in Kenya that was put on hold amid concerns that there were certain conditions tied to these loans. There was a time China was heavily investing in infrastructure across Africa. Even here in Nigeria, there are concerns as to the conditions attached to these loans. So there are those who say, are we saying China is a lesser evil than the West, looking at some of these conditions attached to the relations with them?
Do not blame China. blame your people because they all sat down on a table. China did not bring its military to sign contracts with us. We negotiated. It is the African rulers, the greed of the African rulers that is, crippling everything we're doing. There's nothing wrong in taking loans. America is the greatest debtor in the world, but they have things to show for the debts that they have. We don't have. It is our people who are stealing the money. If China comes and builds a railway line for us, after we have done the necessary things, we know that, okay, this railway will bring in such and such revenue, enough to pay it, then we sign it and go ahead. But if we not do the needful, then we can take a loan, build a railway that is not going to be commercially, viable.
Right.
So it's not the Chinese problem; it is our problem.
Okay, let's take this comment as a wrap up on Facebook. Okedon Obatunde says all these foreign countries are selfish. They're after the economic gains of Africans. Africa must rise up. No free lunch anywhere. Africa must be free indeed. Then stop going to France or America. Stay and develop your country. Majority of callers seeking visa to Jakba. Hence, Africa must be free. Atiku can do anything to redeem his image. It is left for Nigerians to determine who governs them. Dr. Mrs. My Lebera from Owerri says, may we all resurrect with Christ, imbibe love, commitment, dedication, determination, humility, realistic living, sensitivity to the suffering of the masses, purity, holiness, and exemplary lives. This is the time to act fast and reclaim the true meaning of Easter in our lives and the lives of our family members. May God grant us to die daily to sin so that we may evermore live with him in the joy of his resurrection. Amen. Thank you so much, Barrister. Thank you, dear listener, for joining us on Papers Review today. Don't forget, it comes your way every weekday, 6:30 to 7:30 a.m. Do stay tuned, and the Sumba will be here on the Smart Kids Show. My name is OLORUNTOBA YUSUF. Enjoy the rest of your Monday morning. Happy Easter. Bye.